I'm going to show you how to double your sales by tomorrow. In fact, you can implement what I'm going to show you right now. You can implement it tonight and then you can see results tomorrow. What I'm going to show you works so fast. This shit works so good. You're going to see results instantly. And I know it's a big promise, but it works. Now, before I show you how to double your sales or even triple your sales or even 10x your sales, depending on how your book is at the start, we need to understand the customer journey. Let me take this away and make it a little bit better. So the customer journey. If you understand the customer journey, you understand every single little thing that you need to do to improve your book and improve your sales and basically improve every step that you need to take to actually have a successful book. Now, as a customer, what's the first thing every single customer does? Well, the first thing they do is they search for something on Amazon and your book gets an impression. What's an impression? An impression basically means your book popped up on their screen. That's it. Now, your responsibility is to get as many impressions as possible. And how do you do that? Well, you need to rank really, really high. Why do you need to rank high? Because when you're searching for something on your laptop or on your computer, this is a laptop. I know this is an amazing drawing of a laptop. But if you're on your laptop and you search for something, this is what it looks like. You have the search bar here, and then you have like 4 books that pop up here. These 4 books that are at the top of search, these show up above the fold. What does above the fold mean? Above the fold means you don't have to scroll to see any of the books. These books are above the fold, so they get impressions anyway. But if your book isn't above the fold, which means you're not ranking high, then you are shown below the fold. If you're below the fold, then the customer has to put a tiny bit of effort to scroll down to find your book. And if your book is not ranking all that great, then they have to scroll even further down and even further down. And if you're ranking on page 2, they're probably never going to see your book for this keyword until you rank on page 1, because no one really clicks on page 2. I don't know when the last time you clicked on page 2, but I haven't clicked on page 2 for years. So that's how you get your impressions. Now, what happens after you've gained your impression? Let's say you are above the fold, and this one here is your book. Well, the next step the customer does is they need to click on your book. Now, in order for them to actually click on your book, you have to have a decent cover, because here's how Amazon customers actually shop. They don't just search, see your book, click on it and buy. That's not realistic. That's not how anyone shops. In fact, what they do is they look at all your competitors' books. This might be your book right here, but there's still other competitors next to you and other competitors below you. And they're scrolling down and scrolling up and seeing which books actually look good. And the books that look good, guess what they do? They click on all of them that they like. They might like your one, and they might like this one, and they might like this one, and they might like this one. So they're going to open all of them. They're going to click on these 4 and just completely ignore the other ones with shit covers. No one clicks on a shit cover. Now, if one of your problems is you're getting a bunch of impressions and no clicks, it means you have a shit cover. If you're getting impressions and you're getting clicks, then that means you actually have a decent cover and people click on it along with your competitors. Now, after they click on it, they're going to have a bunch of tabs open. These are going to be your competitors tabs and your tab. So your book listing. So your book is going to be here, title, subtitle, buy button, description, A+ content, and then reviews. And the same applies for your competitors. Now, what a customer is going to do is they're going to compare all the books that they opened. They're going to browse through them, and they're going to see which one is better. Because the only reason people buy is because they're buying the best product in this niche. They're buying the best book, the most valuable book. And the only way they're going to know if it's the most valuable book is if they open up all the good ones and compare it between them. Now, if you have the best book or the best listing, you have really good A+ content, and you have a bunch of reviews, then you're most likely going to get the sales because your one looks more valuable. It looks better than all your competitors, which means you converted for this customer. So the customer searched for your book, clicked on your book, and then you converted and you made a bunch of money. That's how money is made if you're the best one in the niche, or if they pick your one over your competitors. But guess what? If they're clicking on your book and they're not buying, that means they're just buying your competitor. Your competitor is better than you. No one is searching for a book on Amazon, clicking on your one, and they're not buying any books. That's not the reason people search on Amazon. The reason people search on Amazon is to buy things. If they're not buying your one, than buying someone else's one. Now here's where it gets super interesting. Now that we understand the customer journey, we can understand how to maximize each step of the way in order for us to make as many sales as possible. Now what I just showed you is something I like to call the customer funnel. So we have the impressions. So these are your impressions. Then we have the clicks. These are your clicks. And then we have your conversions. These are your conversions. Now every book has their click-through rate, which is the percentage of impressions that turn into clicks. So let's say we have 100,000 impressions this month, and our click-through rate, which means what percentage of these people actually clicked on our book, let's say is 0.25%, which is a very realistic number. We know that for every 100,000 impressions, we get 250 clicks. Now, if we have an average conversion rate, which is your CVR, which is roughly 10%. 10% is the average. If you follow my course, you can get 14%, 16%. One of my books has 17% now. But let's say we're just averaging 10%. That means for every 250 clicks, we get 25 sales. This is the customer journey funnel. Now, here's what's special about the funnel. You can keep this the same, keep this the same, but the more you increase this top one, it just comes down and increases everything else underneath it. So what do I mean by this? Same funnel, exact same book, same click-through rate and same conversion rate. But instead of 100,000 impressions, what happens if we have 200,000 impressions? Well, 0.25% of 200,000 is 500 clicks, and 10% of 500 is 50. So because we doubled this, the impressions, we also double the clicks, and we also double the sales. So just by increasing your impressions, you double your sales. But that's not the secret I'm trying to share in this video. That's just a tip of the iceberg. Now, before I reveal to you why this is the most valuable KDP video you've ever watched on YouTube, you need to understand this one simple thing. There's only two ways you can increase your impressions. There's only two ways. There's probably more, but these are the two main ways. The first one is to rank higher, because you want to show up above the fold. If you show up above the fold, you automatically get way more impressions. If you're ranking really low, then people have to put effort to scroll down and then click on your book. Your impressions get super, super low. So if you rank high, you get more impressions. But here's how ranking works. If you rank on Amazon and you're ranking really high, all this means is that you have a high conversion rate for that keyword. So if you're ranking here, that means everyone above you has a higher conversion rate than you. This guy might have a 12% conversion rate. This guy will have a 10% conversion rate. This guy might have an 8% conversion rate, and you might have a 7% conversion rate. If you can increase your conversion rate, you can slowly increase your ranking for this keyword. Now, this takes a bunch of effort. It takes a lot of effort. You need social proof, you need reviews, you need better A+ content, you need a bunch of things to increase your conversion rate, to increase your ranking. So the only way you can get more impressions is to increase your conversion rate, to increase your rank. But what's the second way to increase your impressions? Well, the second way is much, much easier, and that's Amazon ads. Now, Amazon ads is so important because you basically just feed this top of the funnel. If you have this part here and this part here sorted and you're good, you have a high click-through rate and a high conversion rate, Amazon ads is your best friend. Now, the best thing about Amazon ads is that you don't have to rank higher. You don't have to increase your conversion rate, get more reviews. It takes barely any effort. If you know what you're doing, Amazon ads is the easiest thing you'll ever do, because all you have to do is just pay for it. Oh, Amazon, here's a little bit of money. And Amazon's like, great, here's even more money. But you just need to know what to do. Now, I know what you're asking. You're asking, well, how do I increase my click-through rate? And how do I increase my conversion rate? And how do I know if I'm doing it right? I show you absolutely everything you need to know to see results by tomorrow. Now, here's exactly what's in the ebook. First of all, I want to show you how to increase your impressions. And how do you do that? By selecting the correct keywords. I show you exactly how to find keywords completely for free. You don't have to buy a software. You don't have to do anything. I show you how to find the correct keywords completely for free, so you know you're getting as many impressions organically as possible. Then I show you how to drastically increase your click-through rate. How? I show you 3 design principles that literally make the biggest difference for your book. If you put these 3 design principles that I show you in your book, your clicks are going to increase, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, but Barry, you can never guarantee. No, I can guarantee, because I've tested this so many times. And if you read the booklet and you implement these 3 design principles, you will get more clicks. Now, there's no point in getting a bunch of clicks if you're not going to have a high conversion rate, which is why I show you in the booklet the next step that you need to take, which is how to make effective A+ content that actually looks good, and then also how to get reviews so you can have social proof. If you have reviews and good A+ content, your conversion rate will increase. And if your conversion rate increases and your click-through rate is good, then your ranking goes up. But the part that every single person fails with, and they all have a bunch of questions, is Amazon ads. So I decided to show you some small, tiny tweaks that you can make to your Amazon ads today, and you will see results tomorrow. If you do this, and then you do the little tweaks that I tell you in the booklet, your whole business is going to change. When I used to do Amazon ads for clients on Fiverr, this woman came to me and she said, oh, Barry, I'm in a course, super expensive course. You probably know who it is, but I'm not going to name any names. But she was in this super expensive course and they taught her a certain way to do Amazon ads. And she came to me and she said, oh, Barry, my Amazon ads aren't working. And I said, okay, I will help you. I'll do your Amazon ads. Just listen to me. Okay. I set up her Amazon ads. I do one tiny tweak and she said, no, you shouldn't have done this because this is not how they teach us in the course. And I said, I don't care how they teach you in the course. I have tested this over 100 times and it works. And she said, no, I think we should change it to what they taught me in the course. And I said, if you want to change it, go ahead. But it's not my responsibility if your ads don't work. And guess what she did? She didn't change it. She listened to me. And then she came back to me a month later and she said, Barry, all the ads that we learned from the course are slowly declining, while your one is the best performing ad I've ever had on my account. Why? From one simple change. It's not even a big change. It's one click of a button. And it helped her make a bunch of more sales and perform better with her Amazon ads. And I show you what that changes in the booklet. So this booklet is literally going to show you every single step that you need to take to see results tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's future Barry here. I basically forgot to tell you guys how to actually get the booklet because I'm an idiot. So if you guys are curious about the booklet and you want to know how to get it, I'll leave a link in the description or I'll leave a link in the comment. I'll just do both. And then you guys just scroll down, click on the link, and you'll figure it out.